For people like me, being a student's spouse, this was a lovely chance to make myself busy. It was great to come with a group of international friends and cooperating for the same goal. We made different plots while we paved the stony path for little garden under the beautiful sky of East Lansing.
For my own part, I really like to plant vegetables and fruits. It's both good and cool to be provided such a nice garden where we can grow hopes and dreams. Maybe it's a little bit exaggeration to say that. However, when we first plant those little seeds into the soil, burned were also our hopes. These seeds were just like our children. At that moment, we were excited and curious, excited at the tidy looking ground and kind of artistic looking rock path at all built by our own. Meanwhile, curious about what would those little seeds finally grow into, whether they would be as good as we thought.
I was so satisfied when I saw the things which I planted were growing fast. The experience of picking the long beans, which I touched them for the first time in my life, was wonderful. We had so many funny moments when we invented Meyer boots. We have just covered our shoes with Meyer shopping bags when we work in the garden.
First time I'm joined to volunteer for Make a Garden. I had an interesting experience for gardening in the Friendship House. We started gardening in the summer. Crops we grow are tomatoes, tomatillos, buttersquash, beans, kale, broccoli, pepper, and chili, and herbs plants such as thyme, basil, and mint. I am very delighted to see the plant grow quickly. The new one is planted in the dome florist. Every day I come to Friendship House and see our garden. If the soil is dry, then I water and I whip if a lot of grass in the garden.
Garden, which is the another part of Friendship House, is very helpful to grow the different kind of vegetables and fruits, so that we all can share and eat the vegetables that is grown, which will be more economical for us and it's healthy for our health as well.
So, what I really liked about the gardening was that you could learn something about harvesting plants and edibles, and also I would say that the connection between the girls got closer because we really had like to make schedules for having a look on the garden, watering and weeding. The only thing was that as some of the girls were not all the week here, the weed was growing a lot, so maybe we can do something better for the next year, having mulch or so. And also, the tomato plants were a little bit unstable, so having like wooden stakes or something like guidance for the tomatoes and also the other big growing plants would be really great.
Also, my first time to encounter a skunk caught by the cage and later safely released by Rich Daughter. I was thankful the skunk didn't spray at me while I was getting pretty close without any knowledge about it.
We have a lot of nice time together. It is very hot in summer in Michigan, so the soils are often dry in the yard. The plant's going to die. We must go to the yard watering frequently, but sometimes after we finish watering, it is going to rain. We worry that the plant's dead by dry out or drying.
I was very surprised in a short time the plant have starting flowering and begin to bear fruit, such as tomatoes, tomatillos, buttersquash, and beans. Kale also have leaves very much. After nearly 3 months, we have starting taking the yield from the garden. Lots tomatillos and then we made salsa. Entering the fall garden unproductive start again and we decided to take all the crops and clean it. I am sad to see our garden is clean, but I will make the garden better in the summer of next year.
In June and August, fruits, vegetables, and melons were ripe. We picked some of them to cook in our cooking class in Friendship House. It is very fresh and delicious.
I joined to Friendship House in July this summer, so I am a new member of this a big world family. I found out about this community from friends. I meet here amazing people, so kindly and inspiring. Some people who was before me in Friendship House walked around garden, and I as a new member can harvest what they sowed. Voluntary work in an international team, like in Beautiful Garden, is a chance to help and to share positive energy. It is always a good fun. You give something or yourself, but also you get more. Everyone is an important asset to this community.
Friendship House is a great place, but I think the outside of Friendship House it's even better. With the front yards, backyard, and the vegetable garden, we have so many opportunity to invest people and turn this place as a better one. We redo a lot of things last time. We improved the backyard and the front yard. We are very pleased with our vegetable garden. We can produce a lot, and we, of course, are even more pleased to share all of the vegetables with Friendship House students.
After that, teachers and the students from Friendship House took turn and student different chores ranging from waiting, weeding, and pruning to take care of the garden. During the process, people from different countries could communicate better and exchange skill. We do have several people good at the gardening like Barbara and Jenny who provided lots of useful tips and they also set good examples on how to correctly handle gardening course.
A garden is not just a yard. It is a symbol of our friendship in Friendship House.
We can be able to know which vegetables must be grown in which season so that we can grow in our house where we live. At last but not least, I would like to thank you all who donated the money for the friendship house and the garden. I will hope the same kind of help from you all in the near future as well. Thank you.